Hello everyone, and welcome back to Leftover Currency. Over the last couple of months, we've been going through a variety of currencies from all over the globe, and it's safe to say we've learnt a huge amount. One thing that has particularly sparked our interest is the growing popularity of having a prominent woman on a banknote. Although women's portraits are more commonly being featured on banknotes around the world now, it was only in the year of 1975 that the first woman was featured on a banknote in the UK. And who was that woman? It was Florence Nightingale. If you didn't know already, Florence Nightingale was the founder of modern nursing and was famous for her treatment of the wounded troops in the Crimean War. And her portrait was featured on the £10 note between 1975 and 1992. The next woman to feature on a UK banknote was Elizabeth Fry. Fry was famous for her campaigning for better conditions in prisons during the Victorian period. It all started when she visited Newgate Prison in 1813, where she was inspired to improve the conditions and the prospects of the women and their children. Her portrait was featured on the £5 banknote between 2002 and 2016. Next, we have Jane Austen, who was featured on the £10 note in 2017. Austen was an English novelist and was one of the world's most loved authors. Her portrait is next to an illustration of the main character in one of Austen's novels. So far, 12 English banknotes have men featured on them, and only 3 feature women, not counting Her Majesty the Queen, of course. Featuring someone on a banknote is a way of celebrating their achievement of shaping the world today as we know it. Over the past few years, the Bank of England has altered the way it selects new characters for its notes, so it can display all the people who have shaped British life and British culture, which is not just men. Now, that's just the UK, but let's take a look at some other countries' notes with women on them. We have Syria, with Queen Zenobia, on the Syrian £500 note. Zenobia was queen of the Roman colony of Palmyra, which is modern-day Syria. She conquered several of Rome's eastern provinces in the 3rd century. The Philippines, with Corazon Aquino, who became the first female president of the Philippines after her husband's death in 1986. So her portrait was pictured next to her husband's on the £500 note. Next, we have New Zealand, the land of the Kiwis, who featured, you guessed it, Queen Elizabeth II, which may not be as surprising as you may have hoped. But what you will find interesting is that on the $10 note, you'll find a portrait of Kate Sheppard, who is a suffragette and activist, which led to New Zealand being the first country to have equal voting rights between men and women. Next, Israel, who recently announced that 2 famous female Israeli writers would be added to the 20 and 100 shekel notes. Then Sweden, who has several women on their banknotes for various reasons. First, Selma Lagerlöf, first Nobel Prize winner in literature, opera singer Jenny Lind, and the newest banknotes feature Astrid Lindgren, who was the Pippi Longstockings author. Next, we have Mexico, who features the Mexican painter Frida Kahlo, best known for her coloured self-portraits on the new 500 pesos note. And last but not least, Australia. Australia, however, is a bit different. Instead of just featuring men, or just featuring women, Australia's new revolutionary way is to have a banknote that features a man and a woman on each side. This is a great way to keep everything inclusive and honour all national heroes, whether they're male or whether they're female. At LOC, we all think it's extremely important for everyone to be recognised for their achievements, whatever their gender. Let us know what you think about women being on banknotes in the comments below. That's all from me today, everyone. Take care of yourselves, and we'll see you very soon.